Hello, my name is Jose Pereira, and I'm the business development representative here at Ecogate. And today I'm going to demonstrate how to use the electricity savings calculator that is available through our website. To find this calculator, you go to ecogate.com, and then you will then hover to resources. And the second item listed there is the calculator. Click on that, and then you will be directed to this page. This page has 8 easy questions for us to calculate how much of a savings you will receive if a green box system was installed at your facility. As you can see here, these are just some default values, but these can be easily changed depending on your current landscape. So I'm going to pretend I am a factory. My factory calls for, let's say, for example, I have 3 100 horsepower dust collectors. So what you would do is you will calculate the sum of all those collectors. So in my example, it would be 300. The follow-up question you'll see is how many hours per day we work. I'm going to say for my sake, we work 12 hours. We do kind of like a 1.5 shift kind of say per se. Next question, it says how many days per week. So based on your hours of operation, that's what you enter. I'm going to say we work 5 days out of the week. And then the next question that follows up to that is how many weeks per year do you work? This is where you follow your work calendar and see how many weeks you guys work. So I am going to say that we work at 50 weeks. So I'm not going to change that. Next question is asked for additional weekend hours per year. So if there's any extra shifts that you guys include, whether it's for high yield production or for any special projects that you guys have allocated, that is where you enter. Or if you also work through holidays as well, this would be a good field where you could enter those hours. The next question is asking for your cost of electricity in basic kilowatts. So this is where you would look at your past electricity bill statements, and then you will see, how much you're paying per kilowatt. For my example, because I live in California, I'm going to be putting what is roughly about the average cost of electricity. So in California, in SoCal specifically, we're looking at about 18 cents per kilowatt. Now, the next two questions ask if you have any kind of return air, whether it's heating or it's cooling. Depending on your region, you may not have no return air whatsoever, or you may be a smaller shop that says no. But because my scenario, we're talking about a big facility that does have return air for both heating and cooling, I'm going to say yes to both. So I'm going to leave the values here to yes. And now we have pretty much a calculation available to us as of now that you could actually print and email to yourself. So these numbers, as you can see when I was typing, was very dynamic. So you could kind of play around and see how much more or how much less you can get with Ecogate, because things change. Your production can change over the year. If you start noticing a higher production, or you considering some kind of expansion, this will be a good tool to kind of look into and see if it makes sense to either go through that expansion or just go through an installation of Ecogate to help you avoid doing some high capital costs to your facility. Once you have everything entered, all you got to do is write your email. So I'm going to do Jose just for this, and then click send. And now your savings calculator has been sent to your inbox. And that's pretty much it. If you have any questions or you'd like to have a further discussion about savings or more about the system, please contact Ecogate either at 818-506-6016, or you can email me at jose@ecogate.com. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a very good day.